Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. This was developed by Criterion and published by EA, and the original version of this released all the way back in 2010. This remaster just launched on November 6th of 2020 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with a Nintendo Switch version arriving on the 12th of November. It takes place in Seacrest Country, and if you played the original, you basically know what this is. It consists of you doing a single player mode if you want to, where you get to do different races, everything from being a cop to hunt down people who are running from you, to be the person running from the cops, and also time trials. But the main thing with this game that's always been, even the original release, was the online component of playing online with, I think, up to 8 different players. Where 4 of you, at least in the hot pursuit mode, because there are different modes. You have your race modes, you have your trial modes, but the main one, let's be honest, is the hot pursuit mode, where 4 of you are racers that are running from the law, while 4 of you play as police officers trying to stop the other racers. And naturally, just like the original, you get a plethora of different things to stop or hinder your other racers in order to try to win the race and outrun the police, or if you're the police, stop all of them before they can reach the finish line. You have your EMP pulses, you have nitrous, you have tire spikes, and if you're the police officers, you also get like barricades, like roadblocks, and also police choppers that'll go up ahead and normally will drop like tire spikes and do other things as well. Hands down, this was a fantastic game when it came out, but this is a remaster in the most loosest sense of the word. Now, don't get me wrong, hands down, this is a fantastic game. It plays great. It holds up even by today's standards in terms of racing games, consisting of beautiful tracks that you race at massive high speeds on, normally using the square button if you tap it lightly to be able to drift your vehicle, pressing the plus pad in a certain direction to activate your different weapons and abilities, and holding the trigger down as you try to haul ass to get from point A to point B, also going through different little shortcuts along the way, dealing with head-on traffic and all that. It is great, but I will have to point out, for a remaster, it is a rather bare bones remaster. Now, let me explain. Now, first of all, it does come with many options that are fantastic and do add to the overall gameplay, including crossplay. You can have crossplay on this, at least on the PlayStation 4 version, which is a welcome addition. So you makes it to where you can join up with just about anybody, but I haven't had any problems. I've tried this with both crossplay turned on and turned off, and I haven't had any issue in getting in a match. It's very quick because a lot of people are playing this game. It naturally does have voice chat, which works great. If you're a member of the police, only the police officers can talk amongst each other, and if you're racing from the police, you can talk against each other, but not vice versa, because that's just how it's always been. Now, the main additions, I wouldn't really say additions, but they are new parts to this remaster, is of course the ability to go into your options, especially if you have a PS4 Pro, and you can toggle it from either 1080p on up higher resolution, or stick it on the 60 frames per second, the performance mode as they call it. I find for the resolution, it's not really too much of a drastic difference, since the texture work and stuff really hasn't been modified that much. So I recommend the 60 frames a second mode. It seems to just make the game play a lot more buttery smooth and just overall a lot better. Now, the other thing with this is I did notice, most people won't notice because they're not stopping to take the time to see, but there seems to be a lot new environmental items around the tracks. More trees, more detail on certain items, stuff like that. Nothing majorly drastic in terms of a difference compared to the original, but it is spruced up, it is freshened up, it does look better, even though it is not like a rebuild from the ground up. It is just a a high-res remaster, really, with some nice stuff thrown in. It does come with all the DLC that was previous with the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit game back in 2010, and naturally it comes with a photo mode and the addition of a garage where you can go in and look at all your vehicles. Nothing really special there. I mean, it doesn't have it where you can tweak your car parts or nothing like this, because this is the bare bones game that we all know and love all the way back from 2010. But they did add, it looks like, at least to me, I might be wrong, it seems like you get a lot more colors on the vehicles. Like an expanded color option, and also you can pick a thing at the end to pick your own color gradient for your vehicles. It does add some bang for the buck considering what you get, because it is a fantastic game. It was great back in the day, and it still holds up even today with the ability to smash other vehicles. And when you turn the frame rate up to 60 frames a second, the resolution, like I said, it's not a majorly drastic remaster like some of the ones we've received, but it's definitely not a super sucky one either. They did add enough to it to kind of warrant calling it a remaster instead of a reissue of the game, and it comes at a slightly cheaper price point. Now, keep in mind, I think if you actually had the PS3 system and your Xbox 360 and whatnot, you could probably go out and find Need for Speed Hot Pursuit probably for $5 to $10 at this point. I mean, it's so old a game, you could definitely probably get it cheaper there, even though I'm sure their servers are no longer active. This one will set you back $40. It is $39.99 for the physical copy release version. I'm not sure if you can get it any cheaper on Steam or anything else, but I do know they charge you $40 for a physical release version of this game. Now, hands down, if you haven't played this game before, I can definitely recommend it. It is a fun game. It is frantic. It is really, really nail-biting, especially when you're playing the racing from the cops or trying to bust people as cops. That is the main draw with this game that it's always been. It's been the online mode of, being the police chasing down the speeders and being able to, bring up like different things to stop them, like the tire spikes, the EMP pulses, the roadblocks and the helicopters, and doing the same as the guy running from the police, hitting them with EMPs, tire spikes, and just nitrosing out of their way, and going around corners and taking shortcuts, to get from point A to point B. So if you were expecting a from the ground up rebuild of the original game with a bunch of new bells and whistles, this does not have it. This is really a very bare bones remastered. It does add a decent amount of content. I mean, like I said, it gives you all the previous DLC that came with the original 2010 game. It does add like the garage where you have an expanded color palette for your cars, the photo mode, and crossplay, which I think is great, is the crossplay. But honestly, I haven't had any issues getting in any matches in this at all. It fills up almost instantly. It loads quicker than the original one, and hands down, when you set it to 60 frames a second, it plays buttery smooth. It is a fast, frantic game, and honestly, it is a great game. I kind of wish it might have been a $19 game, a $20 game, because they don't really add that much, or even $29. I could go along with $30 on it. I think $40 is a bit much, even though it's still a great game. Dude, this game is like over 10 years old. So at this point, I would have thought it might have been a little bit cheaper, for a remastered version that doesn't really have too much more the option, offered you other than what the original version does. But in the end, I digress, and I can say it is well worth picking up and playing, mainly just for the nostalgia of the game, the fact that it still plays really good, the matchmaking is great, it's fun and frantic and great for your friends to play. I can definitely recommend, even at the $40 price point, of going out and picking up Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. While it's not the best remaster out there, I've definitely seen way worse, and in the end, I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun with this great classic 10-year-old game. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Give me a like icon if you like this video. Let me know if you're playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, what you think of the game, if you think it's a good remaster or not. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.